Uh, Very intense, a lot of people, a lot of traffic, a lot of noise, but just in the corner, this is what you see.
Lalakhal is a wide channel in the Shari River in Jaintiapur upazila in Sylhet district in northeast Bangladesh and borders India. It's just under 40 kilometers or 25 miles away from Sylhet city as you head towards Jaflong on Tamabil highway going past the famous Shah Foran Mazar. You have to get to Sarighat and then take the road approximately 7 kilometers or 4 miles long to Lalakhal. I set off with my little cousin Imon Qureshi. First, we had to navigate out to Sylhet by catching a bus.
So we've been advised to get the bus instead of going with the CNG with Sumania, so near Jaintiapur Bazar point, so that's where we're heading off now. Me and Mr. Imon. Chaos. We were told to go upstairs to get some ticket. Then we were told to come downstairs because the manager's downstairs. Then we go on the bus. They go, there's only space for one person and not two of us. So they said, now, basically, fuck that. Go and get another one. So I don't know what the next one's going to be, but it's not looking good. We're going local now. This is going to cost us 70 taka, whereas the other one would have cost 80, would have been better. But what can you do? At least we're on a bus on the way to Sarighat anyway.
Once we left the very intense traffic of Sylhet city, the road ahead was fast and smooth, and the natural beauty of Bangladesh rural life was allowing our eyes, ears and mind to breathe again. We arrived at Sarighat Bazar an hour later. It was a small market around the main road and a side road. Here, we negotiated a one-way reserved CNG ride to Lalakhal for 300 taka, which is around £2. Later we found out that this was the top end of price and we should have paid around 150 or 200 taka. Remember, you can come directly to Lalakhal with a car should you wish not to take public transport like we did. You can also opt to get a local motorboat from here. But since we'll find many boats further ahead at Lalakhal boat station, the opportunity to see village life of the local Khasi tribe and other people was too good to miss. And I'd highly recommend that you do it also. We crossed the Sarighat Bridge and would need to turn right in the next main road which would lead us to Lalakhal Naukaghat or the boat station. But just before the turn, keep an eye out for a small old structure which pops out in the middle of the road. This was once a patshala or a small school named after Princess Irabati of the Jaintiapur kingdom. It's a shame that it's been left to rot like many other ancient landmarks in Bangladesh, and there's nothing to highlight its golden history. For now, I just have to be content with weaving through many beautiful villages, including Kamrangi, for the next 7 kilometers. I love Gram Bangla. Our CNG dropped us at Lalakhal Naukaghat some 40 minutes later. Here is common for people to rent engine-driven boats. Usually these cost around 600 taka for an hour's round trip. However, many of the boatmen don't tell you this. Instead, they try to fool you into paying 1,300 taka for a whole tour with no time limit, so they claim. And since all the boatmen seem to have this silent consensus among them, there is very little room for bargain. If you do decide to hire a boat, Try joining with few other tourists to reduce how much your share is. The river originates in Cherrapunji Hills in Meghalaya range of India and is called Mantudu River. It flows through into Bangladesh at the village of Lalakhal and is called Shari Nodi. Nodi means river in Bengali. It crosses Sarighat some 12 kilometers later and joins the Goyan River downstream, forming the Shari Goyan Nodi. This flows past Jaflong and ultimately flows north of Sylhet city and joins with the famous Shurma Nodi. The Shari Nodi has a lot of bend but it's not very deep. It's one of the sources of sand in Sylhet, like Jadukota Nodi in Sunamganj district. It's famous for the variety of colors of the water. In some parts it's blue, in other parts it's emerald green, and some other parts is clear. It's this natural wonder that drives people to come from all over the country. And today it's our turn. No one knows exactly why it's called Lalakhal. In Bengali, Lalak means red or redness, and Khal means canal. So Lalakhal can be translated as the Red Canal in English. As such, it's also spelled as two separate words. However, the Khal part is misleading, as it's not a canal but part of the river. Some say the name Lalakhal comes from the scarlet hue or reddish color the river Shari water takes on in winter. During that time, the water from the hills carries red silt and other sediment downstream, which eventually settles on the riverbank, thus giving the river a reddish tint resembling the color red or lal as it's called in Bangla, hence the name Lalakhal. Lalakhal is surrounded by villages, hills, various types of trees and even tea gardens. The magical color of the river is due to the minerals in the water mixing and limestone deposits on the riverbed. Combine this with the sandy bottom of the river and the picturesque hills and villages on the banks and you have the perfect photo shot. If you want to see this color phenomenon, you need to come in winter period from December to February. During this dry period, the conditions are just right for it to occur. If you come other times of the year, especially during the wet times of monsoon from May to early October, the river is almost unrecognizable. The Meghalaya state of India is one of the wettest places on earth, so the river is a fast-flowing muddy torrent for much of the year. Therefore, don't try your luck and come between December and February instead, like we did. Though the monsoon has its own charm, with mountains, clouds, springs, and rain playing their own game and giving you a different beauty. It's alleged that the famous Muslim traveler Ibn Battuta came to present-day Bangladesh using the Lalakhal. As the boat flies over the bluish-green water, you'll be spellbounded by the expansive vistas of the surrounding hills, limestone cliffs and villages, and the blue sky reflecting on the river. Along the banks, you'll witness the raw marine life, from people showering, washing animal and clothes, to laborers collecting stones and sand and fixing their boats. It's magical. Nothing short of a painter's masterpiece. Go to Lalakhal Zero Point and stop near the border. From here upstream, the whole river is under India. Remember, this is the Bangladesh-India border, so it can be very intimidating to see the number of border guards with big machine guns. Follow the protocols and you'll be fine. Don't do anything stupid. Iman and I was put up at the high price and was conscious of the short time we had. So we opted to do the best thing instead. Go for a swim in Lalakhal. We crossed the river using a dinghy for 5 taka each. It was late afternoon and there was few school kids walking in front of us. The weather was just perfect. So we could walk around without getting sweaty. We looked out for the steps leading to the riverbank where we could go for a swim. Next time I'd love to wander around the villages and explore their way of life here. It's a rare opportunity to see the native Khasi community's way of living and tradition and try some of their food. Next time, inshallah. Diving in the water brought back memories of the water in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. I felt like I was in the same crystal clear ocean water, soaking and soothing my body and mind. Only instead of the sandy beaches of the Middle East, I was surrounded by the fertile greenery of Bangladesh. It was a perfect combination of peace and blue water. Alhamdulillah. There's a resort nearby called Nazimgarh Resort, which has a restaurant called River Queen and an adventure tent camp. There are tea gardens, but if you've already been to one in Sylhet city, or better still in Sri Mongol, then there's no point going to the one here as they're nothing special. Remember, Lalakhal is a place of tranquility. If you're looking for adventure water sports, then don't come here. There's nothing to do here other than go on boat rides and tour the river. But I guess that's Lalakhal's USP or unique selling point. Riding a local boat through a stream of absolute blue water, long and shallow and meandering through villages and mountains under the blue sky with gentle breeze caressing your face and just do nothing. Once Imran and I finished swimming, we made our way back to the dinghy to cross the river once again and get a CNG back to the bus stop. But instead of going back to Sarighat Bazar, our CNG driver suggested going opposite direction to the bazaar outside Jaintiapur so we could get a seat on the bus. Also, it was the same distant drive. We took his recommendation. Seeing the rural setting as the sun was coming down was something else. Bangladesh is truly a country of contrast. One place can be so exhausting, yet around the corner will be many serene spots for you to escape to. And Lalakhal next to Sylhet city is exactly that. Surrounded by lush greenery, the natural beauty and the various watercolors embraced in Lalakhal will leave you mesmerized. You'll get a chance to view the region's rich cultural past and natural attractions. If you're looking for a refreshing getaway from the madness of city life like Sylhet city, then definitely come to Lalakhal. It's worth the trip.